Hi, my name is Selena, and I am going to do my first viewer voter video thing. So I saw that the Readable did something like this recently, and then Book Rat Misty did what she calls Stack of Five, where basically they open up to the viewers, to you all, the opportunity to vote on a book that I will be reading and then reviewing. So sometimes it's themed, sometimes it's not. Um, Seems popular now to do kind of a winter theme, being that we're getting into December and the winter holidays have already started. But I already chose two winter books to read already on my own. The first one is Winter's Tale by Mark Halpern. This is the book right here, and the story obviously takes place in the winter. It's entitled Winter's Tale, and it also takes place around turn of the century, New York City, and it is about a man named Peter Lake who is a thief, and he comes kind of wrong side of the tracks kind of guy, and he meets a New York City dilettante, and she lives in a very nice apartment that he happens to stumble upon into, and it's their relationship that kind of drives the story forward. In the midst of their relationship, though, he is also running from other New York City criminals and mobsters and mob leaders who want to get rid of him, who want to see him dead. So there's that sense of adventure going on in the story as well. This book also has been turned into a movie, and I mentioned this earlier in one of my other videos that I was going to read this book and that this book was being turned into a movie. Well, since then, the movie has been given a release date, and so the release date is February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2014. And it is starring Colin Farrell, Russell Crowe, and many others. And I'll leave a link for the trailer down below, so that way you can look into it, see if it's something that you would want to go see. Hopefully, maybe you'll read the book before going to see the movie, and then we can chat about the book. But it is a massive book. It is clocking in at over 730 pages. So I'm starting it this week, and it should take me some time to finish. But yeah, I'm hoping to really get into and love this book. Another perk about this book is that it was published in the year that I was born, so yay, 1983. The other book that I chose for myself to read already, that's winter and themed, is this one right here, Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel Cohen and David Levintine. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's I started it already. It is so cute. It is just wonderfully written. It's witty. It's sarcastic. It self-deprecating humor. I love it. So yeah, this is a great book, and plus this book starts off at a place that I have not yet visited in New York City, and I'm making it a point to go to this place this year. So I'm not going to say, just in case if you want to read the book. It's not a spoiler. I mean, I could say, but I thought it was a really great surprise when I opened up the book and saw, oh my gosh, this is where it starts. So I figured someone else may want to have that same feeling, so that's why I'm not going to say where the book starts. So, but yeah, it has this beautiful winter design on the cover, the snow falling down, and some of the snow is shaped like hearts. So it is a love story. So I have two winter books already, but I'm looking for a third book to read. 3 is a magic number, right? So I have been receiving Goodreads books for a couple of weeks now. I would say for about a month I've been getting a good read book in, and I have a total of 5 now. And I figure, why not show you all the 5 good read books that I've been given, and then you guys vote on the good read book that you think I should read and review. So one good read book I did already read and review, and I talked about it on a previous video, is called Tandem, but I have 5 left over that I'm going to show you and read the back synopsis of, and then if you just leave a comment down below as to which book you think I should read and review in December, that would be great. The first one is called The Biology of Luck by Jacob M. Appel. I'm not sure, I guess. It seems to take the idea or the style of writing you find in Ulysses, and sets it in contemporary New York City. So it is about this one gentleman, this one guy whose name escapes me at the time. I'm sorry. But he is traveling in New York City. It takes place in one day, and he is trying to woo this female that he happens to like. Odd job, Queen Sunshine Heart is about to go on somebody else's perfect date. At 29, the usually carefree Starshine has realized that it is easier to start sleeping with a man than to stop. Her lovers include one of the last underground members of the Weathermen and the dilettante heir to a lawn chair magnate. Both men have staked their romantic future on her. Her only respite is her impending dinner with the non-threatening but unattractive tour guide Larry Bloom. But Larry, too, has a stake in her future. He has written a book about their impending dinner in which he fantasizes about Starshine's life on the day that he wins her heart. And there you go. So the guy's name that I couldn't remember is Larry Bloom. So yeah, it's kind of like Ulysses in the fact that it's one day going through New York, all of Manhattan. The next book is Why Kings Confess by C.S. Harris. It is, I think, the third in a series, so I'm not starting this series from number 1, but who cares? Regency, England, January 1813, when a badly injured French woman is discovered beside the mutilated body of Dr. Damien Pelletan in one of London's worst slums, Sebastian finds himself caught in a high-stakes tangle of murder and revenge. Although the woman, Alexei Savage, has no memory of the attack, Sebastian knows her all too well from an incident in his past, an act of wartime brutality and betrayal that nearly destroyed him. As the search for the killer leads Sebastian into a treacherous web of duplicity, he discovers that Pelletan was part of a secret delegation sent by Napoleon to investigate the possibility of peace with Britain. Despite his powerful father-in-law's warnings, Sebastian plunges deep into the mystery of the lost Dauphin, the boy prince who disappeared in the darkest days of the French Revolution, and soon finds himself at lethal odds with the Dauphin's sister, an imperious, ruthless daughter of Marie Antoinette, who is determined to retake the French crown at any cost. With the murderer striking ever closer, Sebastian must battle new fears about his wife's health and that of their soon-to-be-born child. When he realizes the key to their survival may lie in the hands of an old enemy, he must finally face the truth about his own guilt in a past he has found too terrible to consider. Next is a much shorter book. It's a middle grade book, maybe 4th grade to about 7th grade read, and it is entitled Totally Unrelated by Tom Ryan, and it is part of a series, not by this author, but it's a part of a series about young people in the arts, young people taking up things like music, dance, painting, poetry, and things like that. So this is one in this series called Totally Unrelated. Neil plays guitar with his family's band, the family McClintock. Say that 5 times fast. Even though he can't stand Celtic music and isn't as talented as the rest of the family, or is he? When his buddy Bert convinces him to form a rock band and enter a local talent show, Neil's playing improves. Everyone notices, including a girl who shares his musical interests. After years of standing at the back of the stage, Neil realizes that he might have what it takes to step into the spotlight. Okay, so number 4 on the list is Archetype, the Thief by Anne Crabtree. And this is part of a series. I'm not sure how many is going to come out of this series, but I have book 1. This is the first book in the Archetype series. Once upon a time, two girls from opposite corners of the globe collide in a deceptively sleepy town in the deep south. Their unlikely friendship becomes the catalyst that unravels Havenwood's most closely guarded secrets and will change their lives forever. Jewel Graham doesn't know what to expect when she's sent to live with her grandmother after her father's abrupt disappearance. But it certainly isn't a private school full of foreign students and a magic mirror in her backyard. Her new best friend is a blonde girl who speaks Japanese, and all of the adults, including her grandmother, treat Jewel like she's some sort of time bomb. On top of that, she's a subject of interest to her new classmates who don't seem entirely normal themselves. What is Havenwood hiding? Number 5 is Lion and Leopard by Nathaniel Popkin. Nathaniel Popkin. In Nathaniel Popkin's novel Lion and Leopard, the tragic demise of John Lewis Krimmel marks the flashpoint between the young artist's European-influenced romanticism and the Philadelphia art establishment long dominated by the formidable portraitist Charles Willson Peale. Peale's single-minded crusade to define American art through a dogma of reason and moral clarity clashes with the self-taught Krimmel's subversive notion that art must seduce the viewer, not lecture her, and it must touch the realm of the unknown. But how far will Krimmel go to spread his heresy? Spurned by Peale and his son Rembrandt, Krimmel aligns himself with the black sheep of the Peale family, Ralphie, a master of deception. When Krimmel finishes a painting so intriguing that it is acquired by an art collector, Joseph Bonaparte, brother of Napoleon, Krimmel is accused by his powerful enemies of being a fraud. This sets off a maelstrom of events leading to a tragic fire, accusations of plagiarism, and a fateful confrontation with Peale that will have unthinkable consequences. Throughout these clashes between fathers and sons, peers and rivals, lovers and mentors, Popkin uses a vibrant framework of collected fictional narratives to illuminate for the reader a pivotal period when American art and culture were in their infancy. So those were the 5 books that you guys can vote for down below. Just leave the name of the book title and then I will collect them all, and the one with the most votes is the one that I will be reading. So thank you guys for watching and you have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye!